Contreras. Hello. My name's Angel. Like she said, I'm not a stripper. I'm just Latina. I'm the worst kind of Latina, though. I can't speak Spanish fluently. I just lie about it on my resume. And that was hard for me growing up because my grandparents used to watch me a lot as a child and they only speak Spanish. So to try to communicate with them, I would just speak English at them, but in a Spanish accent. If I'm being honest, more of like a Cholo accent. And I thought that that was speaking Spanish. Like I'd go up to my grandma and I'd be like, hey grandma. Oye, grandma. Estoy hungry. Yo quiero Taco Bell. Just doing like the worst impression of her at her. But I did eventually learn some things, the things that were repeated at me stuck. Like one thing my mom used to say a lot was, mijita, la carne de vaca no es transparente. And what that means is the meat of a cow isn't see-through. I used to stand in front of the TV a lot as a child. And Madre was mean, but I lost the weight. Kept the body dysmorphia. Like I had to go to the dentist to get a tooth pulled, and while he was doing the extraction, all I could think is, man, I haven't had fingers this deep in my mouth since I thought bulimia was cool. And then afterwards, he was telling me about the aftercare, and he's like, while it's healing, you're not allowed to suck on anything. I was like, okay, well then how am I supposed to pay for this? And I still haven't. He said I have something called TMJ. I was like, what's that? Too much jaw? And he was like, no, like you're grinding. I was like, damn straight. Every day. And he was like, no, like you need a night guard. I was like, yeah, my apartment complex has one, but he kind of just sits in his truck and watches while they rob our cars. And he was like, please get out of my office. I have to go back, though. I'm getting my wisdom teeth removed next. And he called them accessory teeth. And now I don't really want to get rid of them. Like, take away my wisdom, but don't take away my fashion. Love accessorizing. I'm working on saving up for all that dental work, been doing extra things here and there for cash, like comedy. But I found myself seriously considering the other day, could I pull off an OnlyFans without showing whole? And I think that's the question of my generation. Like, we're all just sitting at work, just daydreaming of OnlyFeets, you know? I don't think I could do it, though, because you have to pick, like, a monthly subscription price, right? And, like, I don't know how much I would price mine at to begin with. Because, like, I want to get the market rate, right? Like, I don't want to leave any money on the table. And the most it's ever cost a man to be with me was, like, his wife and kids. How do I put a price on your family and then charge that monthly? I don't know that math. No, the real reason why I can't start an OnlyFans is, like Catherine said earlier, by day I'm actually a criminal defense attorney. And that's not a joke. I'm a public defender. That's why I still can't afford dental work. Yeah, thank you. Sometimes people will ask me what it's like to defend someone who's done something that I find morally wrong. And the closest thing I can compare it to is it's kind of like giving a hand job. Like, it does nothing for me. I don't feel good about it. But I can get you off. Thank y'all. Applause for a hand job joke. Y'all are fun. Since y'all are fun, can I tell y'all some work stories and y'all promise not to tell the state bar? Yeah. Because we got this crazy case in our office the other day. I've been dying to tell someone about it. It's not mine, so I can legally talk about it. My coworker got a case where this guy's charged with harassing phone calls because he won't stop calling his doctor and accusing him of turning him gay. And I was like, please tell me we have the evidence in. I need to hear those phone calls. Like, what's he doing? Is he just calling him up, leaving voicemails like, 'cause of you, I can't stop sucking dick? But also, can we schedule another prostate exam? Because I'm assuming that's what happened. We had another interesting case where the 17-year-old girl got in trouble for soliciting men online for sex. She'd tell him it cost like $150, which is a criminally low price for pussy, first off. But she'd tell him it cost like $150, and then she'd request a $35 deposit, and then never show up to meet with them. Like, I'm sorry, 17 years old, she came up with that? A victim who can't report? She shouldn't be in jail. She should be able to put that on her college resume. That is a young entrepreneur if I've ever seen one. She should be in a business program somewhere. But she's not. She ended up getting caught because the last guy that she scammed, her and a couple of friends actually showed up and they armed robbed him. Yeah, which like boo-hoo, he was trying to have sex with little girls, right? And like, to me, that's just 3 teenagers showing more bravery and initiative than the entire Uvalde police force. Like, they've already got a gun, they ain't scared, give them a badge, put them on the force. The judge didn't like that argument. Every time I go home to visit my parents in Texas, they're always like, Mijita, we're so proud of you, keep fighting crime, keep those criminals off the street. And I'm just like, oh no. I fight for crime. I need my weed guy free. Sometimes people ask me if I'm like scared to lose my job whenever I tell like weed jokes or stuff like that, or just doing stand-up. But then my man earlier was talking to kids about vaginas, and I'm like, I don't think any of us can really lose our jobs post 2020. I think that's just like a false threat. Do y'all want to play a game? Yeah? Okay, I call this game Girl I Went to High School With or Pharmaceutical Drug. All right? First one, Hortensia. Girl I went to high school with is a Spanish name, starts with an H up front. It's supposed to be silent, but we were all mean and we pronounced it. So Hortensia had a rough go. Second one, Latisse. It's a prescription drug. Y'all got that one right. It's a prescription eyelash serum, makes them grow really long and thick. Fun fact, they discovered Latisse while trying to research a glaucoma treatment. So that just tells me that some poor lab nurse technician probably had to go out to a test subject and just be like, so, we didn't cure your glaucoma, which is a shame because I wish you could see your lashes right now. They look so good. All right, last one, Marina. Trick question, it's both. It's a girl from my homeroom and the name of my IUD. If you don't know, an IUD is an intrauterine device. It's a little plastic contraption they stick up in your baby oven to make sure none of them cook. I have no idea how it works scientifically. I think it just hears my sex playlist and just starts like Millie rocking the sperm away in there with its little arms. I think it's either doing that or it's just like blocking the goals with them. Either way, she's great on defense. They need her on the Falcons. A lot of women ran out and started getting IUDs inserted in record numbers in 2016 because, you know. And so they started to say that they were T-shaped for Trump, but I don't like to think of it that way. I like to think of it as more of like a cross shape, like a little roadside memorial to that baby I didn't have in 2050. That joke's a temperature check, and I don't think y'all liked it. I'll change the subject. What's been going on? They just crowned a new Miss Universe. Did y'all see that? Miss USA won? Yeah, like a week ago or so, I think, or a week and a half. And people were upset because they were saying it was rigged. I'm like, okay, was the judging women contest not ethical enough for you? They said Miss Venezuela was robbed and she should have won. And I was like, the US, Venezuela, these are both girls who understand we don't always count the popular vote, you know? Yeah, that one takes a second. Do we have any witches in the building, by chance? Any bibbidi bobbidi boos? No? Uh, I think one of the greatest privileges we get as women is being able to call ourselves witches. Because, like, if a man ever told me seriously that he identified as a warlock, I would laugh in his face. I wouldn't really call myself a witch, though, because my personality is concerning enough. But I do a lot of witchy things. Like, I buy crystals, I read tarot cards, I went to trial in Massachusetts once. But it does bother me whenever my brother makes fun of me for my crystals. Because, like, as a woman, if we have to have an involuntary blood ritual with the moon every 28 days, I get to believe in magic, all right? I let him believe in his fake money. You can't tell me my crystals aren't real and then go buy Bitcoin. Because let me tell you, if someone decided to like unplug the internet, someone just decided to dissipate the cloud, you know whose thing is still gonna be real? My rocks. Anyways, I've been Angel Contreras. Y'all have been a lot of fun. Thank you.